Okay, let me start presentation. The screen is visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Visible, no? So today we will complete the first module with starting with the internet service. What happens that all of you have heard these terms and a little bit of the characteristics of these terms you have heard, but maybe you don't know the topics in detail. Here you have to know the terms, what are the significance of these terms in this internet technology that you should go through. Okay. Another internet service we can according to the following diagram, the four categories of internet service are there: communication service, information retrieval service, IRS, web services, and World Wide Web, right? Communication service, these description, these different kind of services fall under the communication service, okay? Like email, electronic mail. This email is very important. You all means each and every day you are handling with email, but perhaps you don't know the indigenous features of email that you have to study a bit in detail, right? A telnet is used to log on to access a remote computer, right? Which is attached in the net. If you want to access, these are the different commands. I think in Linux, the default commands are there, telnet, all these things. Otherwise, in this Windows, we are supposed to install these protocols explicitly, right? Or if you can also write any program, let's say the socket program or the program which will take care of the internet connectivity. You may write the program using Java or using Perl, right? A bit of this Java programming or Perl programming I will be discussing later on, so that you can see how we can connect a server to the client through programming, right? Let's say these programs, these the commands, like we will write our own program which will work just like these commands, right? So telnet is used to connect a computer, a remote computer, to a computer which is attached to the internet. So news group offers a common forum which a lot of people can discuss under a common interest. IRC allows the people from all over the world to communicate in real time. A mailing list used to organize group of internet users to share common information. Right. So, so these are the features you should know for the communication services. Okay. Which is one type of service we get from the internet services. Internet telephony, you know that exactly what I from voice over IP, right? Allows the internet user to talk across the internet to any PC equipped to receive the calls, right? Means you know that nowadays you can. I don't know whether you have experienced or not that without using also you can also get voice over IP. You can also talk to a person. Which is there on the other end with the mobile, and you can talk from your computer, right? That is called the voice over IP. Instant messaging, MSN, you know that Yahoo has its different messenger. Nowadays, so many social network like FB Messenger is there. So these are called the instant messaging, right? Google has its own messenger. So information, the second category is information retrieval services. Means you, if you want to retrieve information from any other point, right, from the other computer, that so these services are under this service. A file transfer protocol (FTP). This is also a command you can see in in the uh, in Linux, right? In Linux kernel, in Linux operating system, in the kernel, these commands are already there by default. So it enables the user to transfer a file from one computer to another computer. Right? Archie is upload. It's an updated database of public FTP sites, and the content helps to search a file by its name. Right? Gopher, I think you have heard the name Gopher. It was very popular, but nowadays it's been obsolete. So used to search, retrieve, and display documents on remote sites. Okay, instead of Gopher, you can consider as an browser, right? But it is a default browser you can get from the Linux operating system. But nowadays it's been obsolete because we have more powerful browsers at our disposal. So we don't offer no more. Very easy rodent oriented network indexed to computer archive, right? So you have to just study these terms because you can get what we mean by these very knocker, right? These are the acronyms. So you should be accustomed, you should be known about these acronyms, right? So it's a Gopher-based resources. It allows access to the information resource stored on Gopher servers, right? And now the next third one, the web service. You know, the web service is www. They're using always video conference. Nothing more to say. Just now, what we are doing is just a video conferencing, right? So many platforms are available right now. I told you why I prefer, why I discard some big platform, but and why I accept some platform like Google Meet is very secure. Okay, nowadays the means just 1 month or 2 months ago, this Google Meet has become free for all, but before that it was not free. It was only the feature was only valid for the G Suite account, means paid account, right? Anyways, nowadays it's been free, but the problem is that, and I don't know whether you have explored all this or not. The problem is this if you don't have any G Suite account, means the free Gmail account, you can host a meeting, right? But you cannot record the meeting. I don't know whether you have noticed it. Did you notice? Did you experience all this? Hello? Any one of you conducted any meeting, hosted any meeting through Google Meet so far? Hello? Hello, I asked a question to you. Hello?
Yes, sir, hosted.
Okay. From the paid account or from the free
On Google
account?
Meet.
Hmm?
No, sir.
Sir, on Google Meet.
Google Meet. So Google Meet from your free account means all of you are having the Gmail account. So from this
Yes,
free
sir.
Gmail account,
Yes, sir.
what difference? Did you try to record the meeting?
No, sir.
Uh, if you try, you will see there is no option to record the meeting. Here, you know that every time I go for recording this class, right, recording this meeting, so that we can it will be beneficial for you if you miss any class or if you don't understand each and every point of discussion, you can watch later. You can watch the video later, right?
Yes,
So what happens that in the accounts which are free means which you have created at free of cost, the recording option you will not get there, right? You will not
sir.
get recording option. So what you have to do? Just one thing. Yeah, what you have to do? You have to means in this paid account, this suit account, you will get an option when you will go for hosting a meeting. You will get an option record the meeting, but in the free account, you will not get. but you are going to be the computer science engineer. Nothing is impossible. So how will you handle the situation? You have a you have hosted a meeting from the your free of from your free account, and you want to record the meeting. What will you do? The alternative method. Anybody can answer. See, the engineers from other domain will not take that much headache, right? Whatever they will get ready-made, they will opt to use. But you are the computer science engineer, so uh, you have to have a bit more. The engineers from other domain, what they can do, you can do, right? So how they will be doing? How it will do? Yes, you will be recording the meeting, but there is no option here. So what you will do? So many options are there. You can't. I expect answer from you. These are the real life problems. Okay, and whenever you'll be joining industry, always you will not get the things which you require ready made, right? You have to think for the alternative, right? What is the alternative? Could anybody answer? Could anybody answer?
Sir, using any external extension or any other screen recorder.
Exactly, exactly. Fine, very good. It's very easy. But then after that, you will get a problem. Let's say you are using an extension, means this is the screen recorder, right? You are talking about screen recorder, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah, screen recorder extension is available. The default Google screen recorder is extension is available. But you will turn it on before you start the meeting, and you will turn it off after that. You will get the recording, right? But the problem is that if you conduct a meeting more than 15 minutes or 20 minutes, it uh, it will come as the size greater than 100 MB, right? Right? It's very natural. And the problem is that you will not get the format uh, with MP4, some WBGM, some like that, which will means with the general software, the video softwares with which we run the video, they will not recognize. So you have to transfer it, you have to convert it to MP4, right? Isn't it? WBM, from WBM to MP4, you have to convert. The next activity is that the format you will get the recorded version, the format of the file. Are you understanding what I'm telling? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you following what I'm telling? That is the recorded, you will get the recorded version, so you will get a file, right? Where you will have the entire video is there, right? But that audio visual file will not come as the MP4 generally. It will come as some another format like WBEM. So you have to convert it. And generally what happens that if it is within 100 MB, you can convert it online. Right? If you want to convert a WBM file of more than 100 MB size, so you have to purchase the software. Right? Then again another barrier will come in front of you. You have to purchase another. If you spend your money purchasing a software, why you want to purchase spend your money to buy an account? Okay, this should account, right? So it is not the solution, because you want to solve the case free of cost, isn't it? For that you have to, what will you do? There is no online software which will convert your WBM file to MP4 free of cost, which is greater than 100 MB. then what will you do? Next problem has come in front of you. This is the real life problem. You will not get this problem in any book, right? It's a real life problem you have to solve. Who will answer? Got my point? Hello? Should I repeat it or you have understood the problem? Hello? No one is responding. Are you there or not? Are you physically present in the
Yes, sir.
meeting?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Who will answer? Who will answer? Nobody. Hmm? Ankit, Angshu, Orkodeep, Orpita. Orpita is there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. You have got the problem? You have understood? You have been given a real life problem. You are studying the internet technology, so what would you do? Just merely studying this subject theoretically? If you don't solve this kind of problem, so this is it may be considered as a real life problem in internet technology, right? So it's an case. Everything, if you go on purchasing everything, no, so nobody does this one, we want to get the thing solved at free of cost always. This is our cost optimization. What you have to do that when you will not get any online software which will convert your WPM file to MP4, which is more than 100 MB. Google is there, feature is there, but you have to just use that. What you will do, YouTube accepts all the formats. You have to upload that format, WPM format, total that video on YouTube. And when YouTube starts accepting it, means the automatically it will take any version. In YouTube, in your channel, it will be stored as MP4. It will automatically convert whatever be the file size, no problem. And after that, what you have to do, you have to download that file again. You will be uploading and downloading. And when you will get it downloaded, you will see that automatically it has been converted into MP4 format and it is much more optimized, means file size is much more less than your original file. This is the solution, right? Anyways, you have to try all this, you have to experience all this. Then you will feel good, right? Anyways, let us continue with the discussion. So the screen is visible to all of you? Hello? Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So video conferencing, this is what we are doing at present, right now. So these are the different single point control unit or multi-point control unit, different mode of controlling is there. Internet connectivity. You know that you have heard the name ISP service using this. As we can provider, mailbox providers, hosting ISPs, virtual ISPs, free ISPs. You will just go through this one or two statements to read out all these. So mailbox So except satellite internet connection, in my experience, I have seen that if you use the broadband through TV, you will get all dial-up connection. Uh, connection internet protocol, point-to-point protocol, right? With the diagram, at the same time, you will just, if you get the question, if you draw a diagram, you will get the full marks. You know the diagram depicts much more than what you write, right? So always, I told you all, every time in any subject, you will try to put a picture in your answer scripts, okay? So that the white, the thing is that the those who will be evaluating, those who will be checking your answer script, uh, 20 or 30, they concentrate. What do you know if your picture is correct, right? So always you will try to put a picture in your answer script, right? ISDN, Integrated Services Digital Network, you heard the name, right? There are two techniques to deliver ISDN. One is BRI, Basic Rate Interface, Primary Rate Interface. You will get a lot of acronyms here in this subject, so you have to keep all these in mind, right? So you will just note the key point, what is the difference between the BRI ISDN and PRI ISDN, right? It uses the B channel and it is on a single channel. 1 to the bearer means the carrier. Okay, 1 to 64 kbps, we get the carrier over here. And it up to the 1.54 mbps. Okay, PRI we get that. Generally, the PRI primary interface comes under the broadband, right? B channel. This again another picture you will put. If you put, you will get the marks. Okay. DSL, digital subscriber line, right? These are the different versions of DSL. Okay, ADCL, symmetric DSL, high bit DSL, rate adaptive DSL, very high bit rate DSL. Okay, ISDN DSL. All this just you will study, and another picture you will put. If you get any questions from DSL, digital subscriber line, right? You can get a question how many techniques of DSL are there, and describe it with a diagram. So you can describe it. Cable TV connections. Key point, a cable modem is used to access the service provided by the cable operator, right? Means the modem will be provided by the cable operator to get yourself connected through the ISP, right? With the ISP. Next point, so you can, yeah, that is the pictorial representation of this connection. Satellite internet connection. Satellite internet connection offers high speed connection to the internet. It has the most, uh, who is joining? Obijit Sharma. Obijit Sharma, try to join in time. Right? Already, I think half an hour past the joining. Anyways, so satellite internet connection in two connections, the following diagram. One is used in one-way connection. There are two type of connection, in one-way and two-way. In one-way connection, we can only download data, but if we want to upload, we need a dial-up access through ISP over telephone, right? In satellite connection, we are using for one-way connection. We can download data through satellite internet connection, but if we want to upload any data, right, then we have to use the primitive type of connection. In two-way connection, you can download or upload data by the satellite. It doesn't require any dial-up connection. Okay. So this is one diagram. wireless internet connection. It takes this protocol IEEE 802.11 Wi-Fi wireless. Generally, it comes with the FDDI. Okay, nowadays, uh, fiber distributed data interface. The Bluetooth wireless technology is also there. These are all the. It's not. It has been obsolete. This PAN personal area network, which we are built through the Bluetooth wireless technology, right? You will not get that much speed. Internet protocols for TCP, you know, you have heard the TCP/IP and OSI. Can I ask you one question? What's the difference? It's very basic question. You have, I think, studied in your computer networks. What's the difference between main difference between OSI, ISO OSI and TCP/IP? The main difference. The main difference between OSI model and TCP/IP model. Who will answer? Why you are keeping yourself mum? You are just listening. Hmm? Hello.
So
Any-
the OSI model has 7 layers, whereas TCP/IP model has only 5 layers.
Exactly. Fine. Absolutely right. This is a very basic. All the you should know. You know all this, but I don't know. You have to be interactive with the class. No? So TCP/IP generally comes with TCP and IP. You know that TCP is the connection-oriented protocol and IP is the connection-less protocol, right? Here TCP offers these protocols: stream data transfer, reliability, efficient flow control, full duplex operation, multiplex. TCP offers connection-oriented end-to-end packet delivery. TCP ensures reliability by sequencing bytes with the forwarding. And TCP is much more reliable, but not IP. IP is not that much reliable because it is not connection-oriented, right? So TCP, under TCP services, you know that stream delivery services, sending and receiving buffers, bytes and segments, full duplex services, connection-oriented services, reliable services, all these we get. So uh, full duplex services. TCP connection-oriented services. TCP offers connection-oriented services in the following manner. TCP of process 1 informs TCP of process 2 gets approval. TCP of process 1 and TCP process exchange data in the both two direction. After complete exchange, then buffers on both sides are empty. Means there is a connection establishment, data transfer, connection disconnect. Okay, this is a general means format, general pattern of any connection oriented service, right? Connection establishment, connection data transfer, and connection disconnect. I want to ask you, you just tell me one method uh, which is used for this connection establishment. You will be you can't be sure that you will not get any question in from the internet technology campus interview. This is the question you will means the question what I have asked, you know, all of you know the answer, right? I have asked the question in a different form that in TCP of process 1, inform TCP of process 2, this gets is approval means connection establishment. So in case of, you may be asked the question in campus interview in this way so that you will be confused. They will try to to test you, right? So they will be asking very simple question, but confusion may arise. You may be confused with the question, but maybe the answer is very simple. So the question they may ask the question in that way that in TCP/IP, okay, in TCP, in case of connection establishment, tell me one algorithm, one efficient algorithm which is used for the connection establishment in case of TCP. What answer you? Who will answer? I repeat my question that for the connection establishment in TCP, tell me one efficient algorithm which is used. Who will answer? Very, very simple question, but you are not able to answer. Perhaps you have studied that algorithm from your second year. In your mathematics subject also you have studied this. See, আমি সবসময় বলি যে পড়বি কম ভাববি বেশি, বুঝলি? ঘ্যান ঘ্যান করে পড়ে গেলাম বুক ওয়ার্মের মতন, পড়ে কিছু হবে না। তাহলে তো তোরা জেনারেল লাইনে পড়তে পারতিস, ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং কেন পড়তে? Whatever you are studying now, you have to think why I will study. Maybe that time that topic will not be that much significant, but at times when you will be studying some another subjects later on, you will see that yes, we studied this topic in my earlier semester or in my earlier year, the first year, second year. So this is used here. Oh, you'll be surprised. So nothing goes in vain. শুধু পরীক্ষায় নাম্বার তোলার জন্য কিছু টপিক পড়লাম আর লিখে দিলাম, নাম্বার পেয়ে গেলাম, ব্যাস হয়ে গেল, কোনো ইউজ নেই। ম্যাক আউটে ফেল কজন করে? কেউ করে না। যারা পড়ে তাদের অ্যাওয়ার্ড দেওয়া উচিত, আমি মনে করি, তাই না? পাস করার জন্য প্রচুর, পড়ানোর জন্য প্রচুর অপশন রয়েছে, তাই তো? হ্যালো, রেসপন্ড তো কর।
Yes, sir.
বাকিটা কি আছিস? আমি কিন্তু এবারে কল করব ধরে ধরে। না আছিস না নেই, তোরা জয়েন করে চলে গেছিস। অনামিকা মন্ডল, অনামিকা মন্ডল, অনামিকা মন্ডল, are you present or not? Means he has joined the meeting and left. Okay. Okay, let me check the picture. Let me check the picture of this. আনসারটা দে, আমি একটা কোশ্চেন করেছি। Let me check the picture. Anamika Mongol has joined the meeting and has gone somewhere else. Okay. Abhijit Sharma, are you there? Abhijit? Abhijit Sharma, are you there? Olokendu Mahato?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Himanshu Singh,
Yes, sir.
Orpita,
Yes, sir.
Homagni, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Piyasha Das,
Yes, sir.
okay. Sampriti Guho, Sampriti Guho, Sampriti Guho out of the class, right? Okay. Sampriti Guho. Somadip Basu, Somadip Basu has joined the class. Sampriti Guho, yes sir. Sir, I am present in the class. So why you are not audible? Sampriti, why you are not audible?
Sir, Ravi Kumar is present.
ঠিক আছে, maybe you may get some problem from speaker or from my mic or whatever it is, but you should respond. At least there's somebody has sent me a message, right? I noticed it. But those who didn't respond, so you are you are being monitored, right? So So definitely, it's not good. It's not expected from you. Anyways, so nobody is able to answer. Shortest path algorithm. And tell me one name of shortest path algorithm. You have studied.
Dijkstra's algorithm.
Digital. When that connection gets oriented for gets uh, means connection starts getting established from one point to another point, we call it node, right? So you note that nowadays the packet gets transferred, right? So the path, shortest path will always be avoided. So in the connection oriented protocol, during connection establishment, always shortest path algorithm we follow. For example, Dijkstra. So all of you know, but I have asked the question in some another using this term TCP/IP or from the network internet technology. You are getting confused. Okay. So this is the main problem that you are not able to crack the Viber wrong, right? You get out of it. Okay. After knowing all the concepts, after knowing all this, after you have the enough competence, you don't get the chance into the campus interview. Anyways, so reliable services IP internet protocol is connectionless and unreliable protocol. Definitely, these are the two terms associated with. Whenever any protocol is connectionless, the vulnerability or the unreliability chances of vulnerability is increases, right? So it ensures no guarantee of successful transmission of data. Hackers may be there in between, right? Okay. So this is the format of the header or this IP packet, right? You know that the first the header comes as 32-bit. These for 4 bits for version. This is for header length and what type of service it will be availed and the actual data, right? Total length of 16 bits. So header checksum protocol, what protocol it will use, source IP address, destination IP address, and option plus padding, right? So this is the most important part, that is header checksum. Checksum actually computes the error, means what the sender has sent, whether it has been reached to the destination accordingly, means same as what user has sent, right? So that needs to be checked. So header checksum, it gives that facility, right? So I will discuss one example, one computation of checksum here. Anyway, so I have written some this notes on version, this VV here, this version, which version of the protocol, the diagram. What are the necessity of these fields, right? You have to study. Means you may get a question that describe IP in brief. Okay, if you get the question at least 5 or 6 marks, so you have to draw this diagram. Okay, this packet diagram, version, and you have to describe these with the 2 or 3 statements. Version, okay, header length, okay, and type of services, okay, and total length, identification, flags and fragmented offset, fragment offset, time to leave, protocol, TCP or UDP. Okay, this you have to write with 2 or 3 sentences. Anyway, so next is very important. What I'm going to discuss, that is the computation of checksum, is very important. With an example, I have discussed it, but first you have to study this, how to compute a checksum. You will get a problem, right? You will get a numerical problem, easy, but you will get an answer. You will get a question. And then if you see that in previous Macboard exam, most of the years the question came from this checksum computation, right? So how to compute a checksum? Put a 0 in the checksum field, add each 16-bit value together, add in carry, inverse the bits, and put that in the checksum field. You will study, if you study these, you will not understand anything until and unless you solve a real life problem, right? So example, consider the following IP header. The source IP address is this, right? 4 octets, 146, 149, 182. For example, and destination address is this: 169, 124, 21, 149. This is the IP of source and destination address. All values are given in hex, right? Now, in hex, we just convert these 4 fields in hex. Okay, 45006C, and this is the just means one for this is the all values are given in the hex. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just now the first add all 16-bit values together. First add these 16-bit values, these 16 bits, right? Add together, adding the carry each time. So if you add this 4500 with this second word 006C, you will get this. Okay. Now add this 922CC with this. Okay. You will get this. Now add this 0000 with this. After that, you will add this one 38006. Okay. But we have a carry here, carry generated. So remove the leftmost bit and add it back in 1. So we get 103 plus 1, 103 EF. Now with the 103F, you add this one, 9295, add this one, 103F. And we are getting 103 PF7. Now for with the 103F, you add 9235, you get 9235. Means each and every time you are adding this one word with the previous result, right? 9295 you are adding, and you are getting this, and again with this you are adding the second word of this BA14, BA14, B14, you are getting this. Again, if the carry generates, remove the leftmost bit and add it to back. And this is the the rule of the binary addition. So we get 5CE8 plus 1, 5CE9, and again with this 5CE9 with A97C, we just add it, A97C. No intelligence is required. It just mechanically you have to know how it is being calculated, right? 1595, 1595. After this, you have to add 1595, 1595, right? You will get the ultimate this result. Now we have to inverse this bit. So 1BAB, right? This is the bit pattern 1BAB, right? Now inverse bit will come as, if you inverse it, then 1, this comes with the inverse bit, right? 0 1 1 1 1 0, and taking 1 0 1 0 0. We have to inverse the bits. Inverse bit comes with this 1 0 0 0 1, right? For the 1 we get 0 0 0 1. If you inverse it, what will happen? Inverse means 0 0 0 1. So inverse means you have to toggle 0 to 1 and toggle 1 to 0. If you get 0, you have to toggle it to 1. If you get 1, you have to toggle it to 0. So 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, right? 1 is 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 1. So 0 1 0. Are you understanding? Hello.
Yes, so that means one's complement
Inverse.
of each
Hello.
bit.
Ball.
So the one's complement of each bit.
One's complement both the parties, right? One's complement. Exactly. That's one's complement. That's just complement. Inverse means complement. So the checksum is we get E404. This is the result. So IP header we should send look like is 45003, please 45003 So the checksum is, so the IP header we should send like this, means with this IP we have to send this. This is actually the computation of checksum. So we have to send the checksum, means this field will come here, will come header checksum 16 bit, right? This is the way to compute it and checksum and to embed the checksum with the packet, right? Means if this data we want to send, we have to, means in a particular packet we have to compute the checksum from this data, and we have to embed the checksum after computation in the with the packet. And in the receiving end, the receiver will check whether according to the data he or she has got the same checksum or not, right? Got it? So the maximum possibility is that if any data is lost or if a data signal is garbled, so it will not match with the sender's checksum, isn't it? So this way, this is one way to check the checksum, or whether the all the packets when the data has been transmitted successfully or not, right? Next, user datagram protocol. You know that you just use a connectionless and unreliable protocol. You will get the feature, this source port, destination port length, UDP checksum data, all this you will study. Points to remember, UDP messages contain both sources and destination port number. Now the FTP, you will just study this FTP file transfer protocol creates two processes such as control process and data transfer protocol, right? Control connection and control process and data connection. FTP uses port 21 for the control connection and port 20. This is maybe a short question. Which port is used for FTP, right? FTP protocol. And port 21 and port 20 is for control connection and is for data connection, right? And this is another pictorial representation of FTP. Trivial file transfer protocol, when we are supposed to send a small file. So the trivial file transfer protocol is a derived form of FTP. We will just study this. UDP port 69 in the TFTP. UDP port is usually 69, right? So we have this FTP and TFTP. Get this different. In FTP, TCP is used, TFTP it is UDP is used, right? Authentication is always required in FTP, but it is here in a TFTP it is not required because very small file, no. So it's not that much important, so that someone hacks it or not. So okay, not means the confidential information to send the confidential file we don't avail the TFTP, right? The ports I have studied, so you will just level unreliable. So okay. And next, Telnet. Telnet is used, you know, that to access the remote computer. You will just draw a diagram. Hypertext transfer protocol. All you know that always we are using this HTTP when we are browsing any site. HTTP request line, header field, message body. You know that what are the components of HTTP request. Key points. Status line, header, message body, all this. Now email is another important point. I will give a brief discussion here, but after that I will be discussing it in more elaborate way. If I see the question has come from email in that way from your previous years, right? So this much is sufficient for the brief discussion of the email overview. Email address, just you know that how it comes with. So no need to tell you, right? This is the convention. Okay, and email messaging component, email header, from, date, all these, to subject C, BCC, from, date, to subject, all this. CC, carbon copy. This is the black carbon copy. What's the difference between CC and BCC? When you send an email, right? So CC and BCC, these two options you'll get. So what's the difference between CC and BCC? Who will answer? Nowadays the school children also know this. What's the difference between CCC and BCC? Don't you know? Hello? Hello? Nobody is responding. Who will answer? Olokendu? Olokendu Mahato? Very good.
Yes, sir. Sir,
বল ডিফারেন্স কি? এটা আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করতে হচ্ছে, আমার তোরা আনসার দিচ্ছিস না, এটাই আমি সারপ্রাইজ হচ্ছি। বল।
sir, in CC we can see the recipient list, whereas in BCC it is not generally seen, sir.
Exactly. This is the difference. Anyways, so that's all with the students class. Advantage of email, all these you write. I will send the material. Okay. I'm not wasting the time. Okay, so this is the end with your module 1. I will put some short questions in the text in the next test. Okay. Fine. From the next class, we will start the module 2. Okay, any questions from you, or let me conclude the today's discussion? If you have any question, you can ask me. And those who are absent were regular in their irregularity, right? To convey the message to them that they should attend the classes, otherwise they will suffer. It's not just I'm saying, that nowadays, as of now, the university also wants the attendance, so it is not in the hand of college anymore. It's not in our hand, right? So they are serious with the attendance. Anyways, so okay, let us conclude the today's class. Okay, I will intimate you through group that when and at which day I will take the test. You should attend the test. Okay. Okay. Bye. Chalo.